This is the brief on the Companies Act 2013. Okay, so India's Companies Act of 2013, this was a huge deal, a massive reform. It totally replaced the old 1956 law, which was, pretty outdated. The goal? Boost investor trust, especially after things like the Satyam scandal, and just get India more in line with global standards for how companies should run. So let's break down what really changed, right? First up, it completely overhauled corporate governance and accountability. Directors suddenly had their duties spelled out, legally binding. And yeah, it wasn't just about shareholders anymore. They were now responsible to employees, the community, the environment. A big shift. It brought in mandatory independent directors for bigger companies. People without direct business ties. Key figures like CEOs and CFOs, the KMPs, became directly liable. Plus, things like mandatory auditor rotation aimed to keep auditors independent. Second, beyond just governance, the Act did some groundbreaking things for protecting stakeholders and pushing social responsibility. Minority shareholders? They got way more power with class action suits, letting them team up legally against fraud. And here's something really unique. India mandated corporate social responsibility, or CSR, for larger companies. It wasn't just suggested. Companies had to spend at least 2% of their net profits on social development. That really changed the game for corporate impact. And finally, what's pretty remarkable is how the Act also focused on making business easier and how it keeps adapting. It introduced new setups like the one-person company, OPC, and small companies, great for entrepreneurs, offering limited risk with less paperwork. And it's a living law, meaning it keeps getting updated. Think 2015, 2019, 2020. They're balancing tough rules with practical tweaks, even easing up on penalties for minor slip-ups to help businesses thrive. All in all, this evolving framework really reshaped corporate India, pushing hard for transparency, ethics, and accountability for everyone involved.